Welcome everyone to week 42 of the house build. Welcome to the 490 plus members. I can't tell you the exact amount because we're in the middle of a brownout at the minute. So, but it's in that region. So this one's dedicated to you, and I thank the 484 that were last week that have hung on, waiting for the thrilling instalment. Excuse me. Right, what I'm going to show you is the progress for this week. It's been pretty good. Next week there should be electricity on, windows will carry on, painting will carry on, the pond, oh wait till you see the pond will carry on, and I'm going to collect the front door frame from a place called Mexico, which is about half an hour away from where I live, on Monday morning. So that's all for next week. But for the meantime, have a look at this. Well, you remember I told you that there were going to be a deco stone on the front wall between the entrance gate and the pedestrian gate? Well, these are the three selections of stone that I've picked out. They're all basically grey, they're all rough finish, they've got a hint of white. There's very, very little difference. You can see the price. I don't know what to suggest, I don't know which one, so I've given all three to Joel, and then Joel can select which one he fancies to install. Probably the cheapest one, makes sense. And then Ronnie can install that between the gates, and that's that problem sorted. Now what they're doing today, they're getting this floor nice and clean. Look at that great job he's doing. So he's going to, all this room's been now painted. Yeah, it's been painted, so we don't, there's just a small mark on the ceiling up there, which he said he's going to do in a second. Everything else is finished, all the walls are done, floor's getting cleaned. This gentleman here is just doing a couple of detailed lines on the cutting in. So that's looking good, isn't it? This gentleman here is putting the first coat of the final colour on this wall, and he's doing a great job. So he's blending it all in, he's rubbed it down, he's filled it. He'll probably give it a quick rub down afterwards, fill it again if need be, and then give it a second coat. I think it goes up to 3 coats. Let's carry on. And Ronnie's dad is painting that little bit there, getting that nice and straight. We've started to do the main section here. And while we're talking about Ronnie, let's go and see what Ronnie's doing. Well, Ronnie's put the floor down, so you can see he's done all of the floor. So that was his work the other day. Oh, and that tile's gone up there. So we've got all the tiles here. So sometime today, probably, Ronnie's going to carry on with this. Those 2 walls are finished. That one's, there's still that bit below the window and above the window. Oh, well, around the window. So this is getting there, this is getting there. And then after this one, he's going to just finish off in the downstairs toilet where we've got the white tiles. Just finish off in there, and then he's upstairs into the masters. Hopefully this week. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well done, Ronnie.
Not bad.
Oh, let's have a look at this. you go. Well, I went down on site on Tuesday and I took a picture of the kitchen. One picture is here, and the reason I did that was so we got a record of the lines of where the units go when the walls are painted, which they're going to start now. So that's just for our records, really. Well, I'm pleased to say that the man cave is now fully painted. Windows are in, floor's been cleaned, and because those windows are tinted and they're cold, I wouldn't say it's cold in here, but it's, you know, I'm not sure you need an AC. I mean, I will put an AC in here, obviously, but yeah, it's looking all right. So the only things left in here that the builder's got to do is hang the door, grout the tiles, paint those with a clear lacquer, and put the cover plates on the socket outlets for the speakers and things. And then this room, and obviously the CCTV camera. And then he can walk away from this room because I think it's finished. So 10 out of 10 for this one so far. Just a little bit more to do and it's finished. Well, bedroom 3 is finished, except for a cover plate. Yeah, just one cover plate. And the grouting on the tiles. Bedroom 4 is what looks to be complete, except grouting on the floor tiles. That's probably it. Okay, it all needs a clean. I mean, I'm omitting that, but no, it's getting close. It's getting close. This room here, bathroom, yeah, we need those two items there, the toilet, hand basin. We need the grout, we need the switch, and we need the shower finishing. And that making good. Maybe a day or two's work, but that's finished. And they've started to rub down the walls in the guest bedroom, as you can see. So they've started to fill in. There's the putty he's using to fill in the holes in the ceiling. And then he'll give that a paint. And Ronnie's just finishing off this room for tiling. Hopefully today. He's having to cut every single tile there, so it's a bit of a job. We've got one guy, not fungi. We've got one guy who's just filling in the little bit of any little holes you can see. Just smoothed off the top of that. He's doing a bit of work there. I'm just going to tell him about the pond. We've got a touch of just getting rid of anything that's even remotely dodgy before he gives it his final coat. Did he paint that? Yes, he did. So he painted from the floor to about there, and he's got that bit left to do. And he's exposed the grout lines there and cleaned them out, and he's going to put some grout in there before the wardrobes turn up. Which you better hurry up because they're on the way. There you go, the grout's going in. And he's cleaned the grout lines out. He's putting the grout in there, and we can slide the wardrobe in place. All will look good. There's Ronnie's dad doing the old ceiling. Wants to be a bit careful, he don't want to fall off that. You break a hip at our age, there's no going back. It doesn't heal properly. So what we did, we put the dining room table and the chair. Well, that caught her out, didn't it, eh? So we put the dining room table and the chairs sitting in the man cave for the minute, and we can shut this door and lock it. So that's safe. You can see it's a big old table. It's got that lovely legs I was telling you about. That'll look good when they're all cleaned off and the cellophane's off it and they're in the right place and the sun's shining. It'll look great. Look at how thick that tabletop is. That's got to be 4 inch. And these, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 leather settees, chairs for the table. The 2 big ones go at either end, sort of a his and hers table, like in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So we'll be asking each other if we can pass the salt. So that's the table, and I'll tell you what, once you get that in the sun, it's going to look stupendous. Now he's got a glass pane, reinforced glass pane, 1/4 inch thick to go on the top of that, rounded edges to stop any damage to the top. That'll be coming on site when he delivers the final bits. Now we did have a bit of a problem, and I don't know, is it my fault? He took one look at the door behind me, which is going into the man cave, and said, you know that leather 2-seater Chesterfield I made you? It won't go through there. So when he's delivered this next lot, which is the wardrobes for upstairs and the wardrobes for the bedrooms, we're going to go back to my place and he's going to measure the settee and see how he can get it through that. That's a standard opening. It's a standard door opening. But he said he might have to take the legs off, might go through, or he might have to do something a little bit more drastic. So that's one little fly in the ointment. And of course the other fly in the ointment is the existing 3-seater settee that we've got, the leather one, that's going upstairs. Well, will that go through the door as well? We don't really know, so he's going to measure that as well. Worst come to the worst, we could try and get it up over the balcony and in that way. That'll be a fun time, won't it? So we will see what we will see. That's got metal legs, so maybe we can unscrew those or unbolt them and they'll come out and he can get it through the door. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. So, fingers crossed. Well, you can see Ronnie's dad's been attacking the ceiling, and he's got rid of all the little marks, the shrinkage cracks, the pencil lines. Where I'm indicating is where a couple of the boards join up. There's a crack between the boards. He'll make that good. That centre bit's been done already. There's a couple of bits of paint which have come off. He'll make those good once the windows have finally gone in. Yeah, very good painter, that guy, very good indeed. Well, the furniture guys came here after they'd finished delivering all the table and chairs and the wardrobes, and they measured the settees, and the good news is both of them, both the two-seater Chesterfield and the existing three-seater, will go through the doors without messing around with taking off legs. So that's good news. So let me just show you the ones that we're talking about. Now, the existing settees that we've got, there's a two-seater and a two-seater. Those are going in the living area behind a massive Chesterfield that we're having built. So those two will face each other with an occasional table or a coffee table in between. This is the three-seater leather which we've got, which will go upstairs in the master bedroom living area, so you can sit on that and watch the TV. That was the one I didn't think was going to go up those windy stairs and through the door, but we've measured it and it will. And I think I showed you the Chesterfield we've had built, which is this one. And again, we measured that and it went in perfectly. So that's going in the man cave. So there you go. All is well. Well, we placed one of the wardrobes in there, so that fits. Well, we measured it, so it's bound to fit. So that's one wardrobe. They've got to just do a tiny bit of levelling of the feet and put the door handles on, and that's it. But they'll do that later. And then that one matches with one in bedroom 4. Goes in that little space there. That's slightly narrower because I put that light socket in the wrong place. I couldn't be bothered to move it. So we made the entire wardrobe narrower. What can you say? Not everything runs smoothly in building, does it? So that's sitting there. So again, door handles. And that one's finished. So there you are, you're up to date with the furniture. Right, one new piece of glass we had in last night was that one. So that's now, I'm not sure whether that was there before. I don't think it was. So I'm going to say it wasn't. So that's one bit of glass I've seen. And they put in a double opening window there. I'll go for a double opening. It was supposed to be opening, non-opening, non-opening, opening. But for some reason they decided to put 2 openings. I can live with that. So that presumably both will have double opening windows. Which will give, I was worried this room wasn't going to have a flow of air, but to be candidly honest, with those open, that open, those 2 open and the door opening, I think the flow of air will be quite good. And if you want it to travel, and the windows at the head of the stairs, so the airflow will flow up the stairs. And if I maybe leave a bedroom door open and open that window there in the bedroom, you've got a flow of air that way. So I think we're covered. I think we're covered. Let's go and have a look upstairs. When window boys have been busy, we've got a nice little opening window there. And they've done it the right way, which means that I can have it like that. And when it rains, not only will it get stopped by that protection there, that concrete lip, but worst case, it'll hit the window and fall down. If you'd have had it open that way, the wind would have blown the rain in. But that looks nice. I can't get in the bedroom, it's locked. But that is, I'm quite impressed with that. So me and Joel just had a good chat about the progress. The front door frame was going to turn up Monday, but then it was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. He's trying to find a lorry to carry it. So I said, let's take it on the back of my pickup. So tomorrow today he's going to see if the lorry's going to turn up. It probably won't. So me and him will go about 30 minutes out of our way, which is no big deal, is it? Pick it up and bring it back here in my pickup. So that's that problem. The welder will start on site. He's going to make up the gates at the front. He's going to do the little gate that goes around the front of the house, like a little wall thing to stop Max from scratching the front door. And then there's I said I wanted the same small height metal fence making that goes around the balcony and around the patio door to stop them doing the same to these big sheets of glass and the patio door. So that'll be an extra, but it'll look nice. I think we can do it. And what else was there? There was someone, roof repairs at long last. So there's a roofer that he's using on another project, and he should be finished shortly, probably in about 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. He'll come here. I bought some rubberized waterproof sealant and some of those. It's like a massive tarpaulin sheet, but it's very thin. It's waterproof. It's designed for this sort of situation where you've got a rivet hole or the joints don't overlap smoothly. There's a bit of a gap, which is what we've got here. So you'll put this rubberized sealant on, you'll fit the plastic sheet into the rubberized paint it again, let it dry, and it's waterproof, and that will save us a lot of replacing panels and everything. You won't see it because it's on the roof, and it's white, so that's forcing me, although I wanted to do it anyway, that's forcing me to repaint the roof into a different colour. So comments down below as to what colour you think we should paint it, but at the minute we're edging for a dark grey for the gutter, and the roof would be a light grey. But it doesn't have to be grey. So if you want to give me some sample, I thought of Harvest Gold, the same colour as my car. I think that'd look nice on the roof. That'd make it unusual. We could stick with the like yellowy type colour that we've got now, if you want. So the options are yours. What else? The foreman guy that was spending his time smoothing out those steps, well, you're not going to see it because they've got a concrete layer on top. So it seems like he's wasting his time a bit. So we've redirected him down the bottom of the garden. Do you remember that half-height retaining wall Well, that's not rendered yet, so he could crack on with that. Or he could do something with the barbecue unit, couldn't he? Lighting wise, I've got to bring in the 2 lights for the living area. We can install them tomorrow. And the kitchen one, which is there, we can install that. Because rather than put a wood finish on that, which I'm going off a bit, we'll paint it the same colour as this roof or ceiling, and it'll all blend. So I'll bring that one as well, and they can install that one, can't they? What else we got? Nothing. So that's it for Wednesday. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Before I forget, I've just slipped the electrician 100 pesos to wire that cable in. He seems to think he can do it with no problems. So I'll report tomorrow. Right, I thought I'd show you the windows as we are at the minute. So from the back. So those 3 are done. We've got 2 there. We've got half a door. That one's finished. That one needs a paint. Those 4 are done. The 2 at the top, the opening ones are done. And the 2 man cave ones are done. Now, it won't be long before I'm looking at a fully finished back of the house for windows. Let's go have a look at the front. Well, we haven't seen the front for some time, have we? So those 2 windows in that bedroom are done. These are all framed out, apart from that long one at the top. If I stand on this wall, that one's been done. There's the garage. Those 2 have been done. So they are getting there. They really are getting there. Once those big ones turn up though, yeah, it's going to look different. Then we can start doing something with this soil, can't we, next month or the month after, when they finish the house and we've moved in. Now, let me show you this. As you know, the garage and the driveway and the path all get about 1 inch of concrete with some stones on them. So we can lay these conduits on the surface, won't do any harm. It might go down ½ inch, who knows. Anyway, that orange one they're laying now, which goes all the way. There's the groove in the concrete ready. It's going to go right over there. That's all the orange conduits that arrived. That is for the CCT. No, it's not. That's for the Wi-Fi cables. And the power cable, the main electricity, is this one here. Goes under the floor and up the wall, and that one he'll do another little groove in the concrete. Oh no, he won't, because that's it there. He's already laid it. So that end that you see there will connect up with that end, and that'll run off down there as well, and that'll be for the mains electricity. So that's what a couple of the guys are doing right now. Now, before I showed you that, I was going to show you the pond. I've already got a guy, my favourite builders, there they are. They are excavating out the concrete. So what we're doing, we are just going down a little bit, as far as we can before we start to struggle. Then we'll lay a bit of concrete on top of that, add some reinforcement in just for the gung-ho approach, which is what we do in this house, we do it to the max. Then we'll build a wall of blockwork a couple of blocks high with reinforcing bars in, concrete all that. I'll go and buy some blue tiles. Fill it full of water. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to measure it, then I can go to my fish tank place and he can tell me the size of the filters and the size of the motors and the size of the fountain, etc, etc. So let me do that and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Well, Ronnie's almost finished this one, hasn't he? He's done around both windows, he's done around both the door, just got that little bit down the bottom to do. I've just seen him running off on his motorbike, so I don't know what he's gone for, but... So there's my painter doing a great job, or one of them. Just giving the white a bit of a touch up. Have you any more Ashton Grey?
No more. Architect by today.
I brought my lights on site today. He said he's going to fit those up there sometime today. We've painted that and that's ready for hanging. The kitchen one, we'll do that one when I bring it to site. They're rubbing down the wall, getting ready to paint the kitchen. The cable that goes from here, the Cat 8, to there, he says he can't do it. He's got a bit of a problem getting that nozzle through there and then round. So what we're going to do, we are going to have to snip the end off, pull it through, and if his friend can't connect the new end, then the either the CCTV guys or the internet guys will be able to. So, there you go. So we're going over the wall with white because 90%, 99% is going to be behind the cabinet. So there's no point in putting the nice wall finish on. So we're going to paint it all over white. Then we're going to give it the first coat of this in selected areas. Makes sense? Then we're going to install the kitchen units, and then he'll do the final coat of that when the kitchen units are in, or on the wall should I say, because there'll be finger marks and mastic and retouching and goodness knows what. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Oh, and my fish guy's just turned up, so let me go and welcome him. And this gentleman is the fish guy who's going to be doing my pond. Here we got Sparky putting the first of my lights up. We've put the bracket on the ceiling in the right place, fixed it into some... fortunately we had a support bracket that went down the middle. So one of the screws is in that for certain. It's a lightweight light anyway. It's dead simple. It's not supposed to be an elaborate light or anything. We had the choice between LED and normal bulbs and neon. Modern sensors seems to be neon everywhere, but you can't replace the bulbs when they go. And when they do go, it's not the whole strip, it's just one in a long line of strip, and then they have to come out to do it. It's not a DIY job. So neon went out the window. Next one was LED. If they do an LED bulb, which looks like a traditional bulb, I'll use... No, hang on a minute. No, I think mine are LED bulbs. And then there was the filament bulb, which you can't find now for love nor money. So these are just simple LED bulbs. I think the wattage is about 5 or 10 watts, because you've got to bear in mind how high this ceiling is to actually give any light off. Well, it's not, is it? It's just for aesthetics. I think we'll never use any of these lights, even the ceiling ones we won't use. We'll be using floor mounted lamps. Obviously when you want to show off to your mates you'll have them all on, but generally speaking, yeah, it'll just be table or floor mounted lamps. Alright, I'll come back when it's a bit nearer. Well, Sparky's getting a bit nearer finishing, isn't he? Yep, keep it up. Yeah, that didn't take long, so everything's had its first coat of white. Maybe we can put the base coat of the final colour on, overlap it a bit, and that'll be ready for the kitchen guys to put their units against. We have a painter in the bathroom making good the ceiling. Any little holes that he can find, and then he'll give this a coat or two. And the ceiling's finished, isn't it? The tiling's done, that's for sure. All it needs is a bit of a grout. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a grout, and then it's all finished. Before he kicks in with the master bedroom, although he has laid it out, no, he isn't wasting his time. Ron's going to just put the tiles around the window and the edge strip, and the tiles around the door and the edge strip. Ronnie's dad going OG on the painting. He's a star, that guy. Now he's just doing the first coat, the base coat. Another one up the stairs, giving the wall the mat on the stairs, getting that all looking nice and even. Yeah, it's all been rubbed down, so it is semi-smooth. Yeah, he's got to do the ceiling, finish the ceiling off, and then Ronnie can hang that, the electrician can hang that big light. Yeah, well done. Well, there they are. I think we got them about right. Yeah, spot on they are. Nice and simple, just decorative.
Nice job.
Yeah, that's cool. Like that. I got here this morning and found one of the painters making good that half and this half, and I said, no, stop, it's got to be rough for the tile, hasn't it? Oh yeah, didn't know. So he's stopped, so we can add the deco stones onto those now. Well, they're still rough. It's a nice view, that. I do like that view. Yes. Now this little character here, having a quick chat with Joel, and he reckons we can use all the paint that we haven't used, or we've got left over in the house. We can whack some tiles in there that we got left over from the house, and it won't cost a great deal. So that's that. When we finish the house, we can do that. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Windows guy might turn up later on, slap in a couple of windows. Yeah, okay, that's Thursday for you. Look at that for a pond. That's as high as we're going. This will be plants, The orange pipes that go across are obviously the drainage pipes from the drain pipes. Then we've got a overflow pipe. That's the overflow, and that will go into that drain there. And that is the water that comes out. So it comes out of there, goes in the garage. That's where all the filters are going to be, and it's going to come back out, split there. Half is going to come out there. Can you see it just in the wall there? There's a little pipe sticking out there. Half comes out there, and half comes up here and out of a fountain or a waterfall about there somewhere. So concrete's being laid now. We've got reinforcement in the bottom. He's protected the pipes. Got reinforcement in the walls for protection or strength. All we've got to do now is finish my pipes, put some rendering on, get some blue tiles for the insides, fill it full of water. Well, there's action today because the electricians are putting my cables, there's one positive, one negative, that goes in that orange conduit. It's feeding it through now. You can see that's connected to this board, and is going all the way to the corner, but for the short term he's just going to connect up to that one, the temporary. There's my kitchen over central aisle light, the bulbs and the glass circular light shades. I've not put those in because obviously I don't want to get them damaged. Yeah, meanwhile up in the master bedroom ensuite, Ronnie's gone OG with the tiling. Look at that. It's done 1, 2, 3. Give us a smile. God. Yeah, he's done 3 walls, or started 3 walls. But it's a nice colour grey, these are. Yeah, I think that'll look quite nice. Downstairs in the kitchen, the central aisle has been given the first coat of almost winter. The front bit will cover in the black speckly tiles that we're using outside, which will match the worktop. That was good, wasn't it? So I wish you all a great week next week. I hope everything goes according to plan and you have a great time. I look forward to seeing you next week. So take care everyone. Thank you very much for watching.
Game over.